All right, guys, I just want to get into a short video. I've been seeing a lot of stuff from, especially from the conservative side, talking about how this woman should be fired um, right here because she kept fumbling, and to be honest with you, I agree. She just panicked. She just panicked. I mean, like without further ado, let's get into it, and then I'll give you my thoughts and opinion. Okay, you see that she keeps looking left and right, and here, third, fourth attempt, can't get the weapon inside the holster, and just starts looking the other way, and it's incredibly shocking. It's incredibly shocking, um, and it's so sad because even on the like in this other video, you can see clearly there's stress on the face. There's panic. This is a face of panic. I have no idea what I'm doing. Panic. This is not an asset. This is a liability. 110%. This is a liability because this is a zero-sum game. I completely agree. I've been watching some videos by Officer Tatum. I watched some videos by Candace Owen, who I appreciate and admire. And I think that it's an individual thing. I know Officer Tatum was talking about you got to have guys who are 6 foot tall and this and that, and Candace Owen saying, you just got to have men. So let's address this. You got to have people that are 6 foot tall. Johan Cruyff, one of the most successful managers of Barcelona, great player, amazing coach, amazing manager. When he came into Barcelona soccer team, there was a sign that said, if you're not over 6 foot tall, do not apply. And he said one of his first order of business was remove this sign. He removed it because he understood that there are people who are shorter who have advantages that tall people do not have. Now, in terms of reaching and whatnot, obviously, the taller that you are, the easier your reach is. And clearly you can see, they can reach, but it's also an individual thing, right? So shorter players they have more sort of gravity is more centered. They have more agility and whatnot when they're running and ball control and things of that nature. And that's why you have Real Madrid versus Barcelona, which is a really fierce rivalry because Real Madrid gets guys who are usually 6 foot or taller, and Barcelona usually gets guys who are under 6 foot tall, and it just basically the game is nullified because both have different strategies and quick plays and just works out. So height as a base requirement is not necessary when it comes to certain things. What matters is fight or flight. Can you make a decision? Can you be fluid in tense situation, keep yourself breathing under control and fluid and moving and responding? This person is not responding. This person is not even out of their own head. That's completely, if people are calling for her to be fired, it's justifiable. It's justifiable. But to Candace's point that it should be men because men are better at this and that, that's not true. That's not true. I will prove to you that that is not true. I'll play 2 more videos for you guys just to give you guys a glimpse of what's going on. So
you see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Look, you hear a shot, first shot, second shot, Trump reacts. The third shot, you hear that, get down, get down, get down. Trump is looking at a Secret Service officer. He tells him, get down. That reaction, get down, is him processing what has happened and telling the president, get down, so he gets down. And this potentially saved his life as well. If not, potentially definitely did save his life. For sure, 100% saved his life. And he's the first one to arrive on the scene. Like, look at the reaction time. 3 of them are there within the same time frame. He's obviously a lot more quicker than the other 2, but they all are there. Now, gunshots are still being fired without any hesitation. No helmet, no masks, no nothing. They just, all 3 of them jump.
You hear several pops.
And the fourth one is this individual. She's a female, she's a woman, and she comes in.
You see the former president grabbing his ear, then ducking for cover behind the
Then you have the fifth, sixth, seventh.
podium. Secret Service rushing the stage, creating a human shield around former President Trump.
And then you hear some woman, always a woman screaming in the background, huh?
Shots ringing
And they're trying to process now what's going on.
out. Trump's microphone picking up the sound of the Secret Service agents in those critical moments.
Always a screaming woman in the background.
Listen.
Moving is there. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go.
The Secret Service agents surrounding the former president, asking if they are ready to move.
We ready?
Then saying, shooters down. And are we good to move?
You can hear the lady, shoot her down, shoot her down. She confirms that the shooter's down. So she's communicating.
Good. Shooters
And then she says it again, shooters down.
down. Are we good to move?
Are we clear? You hear her.
The agents then helping former President Trump to his feet. You can hear him say, let me get my shoes.
Look, right here, she moves away. She's still touching one of the officers.
Let me get my shoes.
Does something.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
And then goes back and touches the Secret Service personnel while communicating.
Hold on. Your head is bloody.
While communicating with both him and touching him to let him know that I got your back.
So we got to move to.
And then she sees an opening. You see this. She sees an opening, clear opening. You have 1, 2, 3. The back is secure right here. And I think this was the other individual that we're talking about that is
The agents and the former president.
right? So she jumps into this, forms a shield. This one just stood there. Like I don't know what she's doing, what she's thinking. This lady, this woman, this officer completely go.
All now standing.
Communicates, hey, get down there.
His face bloodied.
Puts her hand around both of these other officers.
And then
Forms a human shield.
pumping his fist to the crowd.
And then puts her hand above to in case there's more, target or shots that may potentially be fired. While all of this is happening, her glasses or her sunshades fall off.
Crowd.
Fixes it, puts her hand back out,
The crowd.
and let's be honest, if she was tall, 6 foot, or around the same height as all these other officers, this image would not be immortalized in American history. So I guess it kind of worked out, right? But I mean, nonetheless, you got to give credit where credit is due. She's doing a great
Cheering.
job.
Former President Trump.
She's looking
Saying
at the
fight.
floor. She points. Right?
Agents move.
Pushes him a little bit just to create a gap. Look how sensible she is, that she pushes him to create a gap so the president can start walking.
Moving the former president off the stage.
Is not holding onto the hand, right? So as they're kind of just streamrolling down, like they're collective. It doesn't create any gaps. Looking down, because moving, you got to look at the ground to see where you're looking at.
Stage down the stairs to
I don't know where the glasses are in this
a
frame.
waiting
Goes down, picks up
armored SUV.
the hat, the MAGA hat, so it doesn't create a problem, or just hinders, or anyone trips over or falls. Look at the quick thinking. The president is holding on to her. He's fully leaning onto her and the other officer, carrying his weight as they're going down the stair.
One more fist pump from the
And then eventually he gets put into the motor vehicle and
former
secured.
president before he's rushed to the hospital.
And POTUS is secured, or former POTUS is secured. Now that tells me a lot. That tells me that this person is quick on her feet. She's thinking, she's processing, she's navigating, she's commanding, she's directing, she's helping out. Now to say that that woman should not be on the Secret Service would be doing her an injustice. She was quick to, and she was leading. I mean, clearly there was no hesitation as to what is going on. This individual, you know, this one right here, absolutely a mess. Even in the previous clip, just standing there, not doing much, you know, like right here, just panic. You could see like the back is kind of tense, like there's just nothing, like her body is open. This one is just, I don't even know how this is definitely you know, someone who needs to kind of either go through training again or something, but not cut up for the job. Now to Candace's point, talking about how women should not be, you know, they're all DEI hires and so on and so forth. Now I respect Candace a lot. Like I think she's a very honest individual, and I respect her. She's a true conservative voice, but I do disagree. I will show you another video where I'm telling you that this has nothing to do with being a male or female. Majority maybe, you know, like male because they can think that way. But there are certainly capable women, like this woman right here, who are also capable of being in this job because they are similar when it comes to processing information. A lot quicker than definitely this kind of bozo right here. And I'll show you what I mean.
To our country, probably 20
So this Secret Service gets up,
million people.
tells
And you
people,
know,
hey, you got to move.
That's a little bit old, that chart.
And he's telling them, hey, you got to move that
That
way.
chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to
All right.
really see
All right, please move away.
something that said, take a look at what happened.
Okay, here's a gunshot. You hear the gunshot, and he just buckles. Falls on his ass. Second shot, you hear this guy just like, oh shit, I gotta run. I gotta get up there. In the line of fire, he is running. Look at the processing time between these two individuals. What good is this guy if this guy was 6 foot tall? What good was this guy if he was even 6'8"? Right now, he's sitting and ducking. He has not moved at this stage. And he's a guy. He's a male. He's trained. I'm telling you, it comes down to fight or flight. You just have to snap out of it. Panic is understandable. It's what keeps us alive. Paranoia is what keeps us alive. You know, and situation awareness also is what keeps us alive. But then you go into this fight or flight. He chose flight. Others chose fight. Those who chose fight should remain. Those who chose flight, they just got to be discarded. Just, you know, it's just, you know, I trained some dogs, and some of the dogs, they just had it in them, and some dogs did not, and you have to unfortunately let them go. Like you love them, you want them to have a similar owner with the same energy and whatnot, and some they're trainable. You train them and you see what their limit is, and it's a pleasure working with them. But this is just to show you that it's not just a female thing. It's like it's a mentality thing. So I hope this helps, and you know, I feel like there was a lot of you know, criticism aimed at females, and I just want to be fair and neutral, that people who do good, they should be complimented and rewarded, and people who do bad should be punished and reprimanded for their you know, behavior. So it's unfortunate that it came down to this, but grateful that, you know, we can live to see another day and fight, and you know, it's God is with him, and you know, alhamdulillah, like, you know, this is such a tragic, it could have been such a tragedy, but let me know what you guys think. Happy to have some feedback, and please share and subscribe, and let me know your comments, and see what we can do in terms of, or if you want any videos that you want me to react to, let me know. And I thank you for watching and taking the time out to see me.